Heroes to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at two figures before you. As you can see, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mutating Leo and mutating Raph. So before we get to the contents, I just want to show you the back of the packaging real fast. Now guys, it only shows 4 turtles who will get in this Target exclusive line, which I believe is a letdown. Hopefully they have more to show on Wave 2, which should be mutating Michelangelo and mutating Donatello. Now the figures that we are not receiving or seeing on the packaging, on the back like we did with the originals back in 1992, was Splinter mutating, Rocksteady mutating, and Bebop. So these are 3 more characters that are actually included in this line back in 1992. Will we get these in the current 2023 release line? I don't know. But if we're not seeing them on the back of the box, it's a good chance they won't give it to us. Maybe they might be a Walmart exclusive or Amazon or something. But if not, we need to contact Playmates through Instagram, Facebook, or whatever contact you know of. If you are one of those big collectors, reach out to them and demand for the mutating Splinter, the mutating Bebop, and the mutating Rocksteady. So for the contents of both of these figures, it's pretty much the same with the same instructions. The pizza ninja tossing star, the canister of ooze, and also the can of soup. Now, let's check out the accessories for the weapons. Here's a Raphael. It comes with this pitchfork like inside of the packaging, but you can change it back to his side by pushing, the piece back to give him his more iconic looking size. So I think that's cool. And I kind of feel like we have some mutating weapons here for Raphael. Now, when it comes to Leonardo, he has this baby katana. But if you extend it out this way, now he has 2 awesome size katanas that we're traditionally used to seeing. But I'm not used to seeing these pieces right here. But like I said, it is the same as it was back in the day when they made it. I don't remember him on the show having those, but it's still cool nevertheless. So here I am zoomed in just to show off the details on these figures. Now, I just want to say, of course, these are reissues from the versions back in 1992, but there are some subtle differences on these turtles. Now, as you look at it, I don't recall Raphael, I don't have the original, being the red so like maroon on his face, but as we know, it is the green plastic painted with the red over top. Is that fixable? I'm not sure, guys. I mean, if you got paint markers maybe, or if you're very handy with the paint on toys, you might be able to pull that off, but it just looks a little off when looking at Raphael. His mask should be as red as his red size. Now, with that being said too, I'm a little disappointed that the sides weren't painted a little gray at the end where they slide, but I understand why, because they want to give it that pitchfork look or that type of, I don't know, that tool that you use to lock your steering wheel back in the 80s so no one could steal your car. But anyway, overall, Raphael looks solid. He has the R on his belt. He has the muscle definition of these turtles. He has the huge turtle shell to give it that mutating appearance when it's time for the transformation later on in the video. He has articulated ankles, which will make the toes bend forward and also backwards, which is pretty cool. So pretty much everything is the same as what we got with the original. Now, let's turn our attention to Leonardo. Leonardo looks good. He's in that darker green as in the regular turtles that we've got back in the 80s, where each turtle had a significant color. And then looking at the head sculpt, it has that traditional Leonardo head sculpt where he's got the huge grimace of teeth on one side and then the little on the other, while Raphael has like the smirking grimace of showing teeth on both sides. And yes, it is reminiscent of how they were with the original 1980s figures that we got a long time ago. Now, with the details, I got to show you one more thing. So this is what I want to show you. Here in the middle of the screen, we have a picture of mutating Donnie. original, who my buddy still has. Unfortunately, I do not have any of my original turtles. Somehow they have been lost or sold, or whenever I was a kid. I do not have them anymore. But here's the picture to show you some justice. Now, this is my one gripe with the Ninja Turtle reissues that Playmates has given us today. I feel like they missed the ball. Check out the forearms on Donatello. It has the elbow pad painted purple, and then it also has the wrist pad painted purple. Check out Raphael. Check out Leonardo. Neither one of these turtles have their wrist arm pads painted. I feel like there's a huge missed opportunity, Playmates. Why was that not painted? So now that the details have already been shown, I just want to show you the basic articulation on this figure. It is pretty much the same as what we get with all Ninja Turtle figures back in the early 90s and 80s. So here we go. The arm can rotate all the way around at 360 because it is on a ball joint. The leg can go up this high. It can go out that high, but as you see, it's a little loose right there. The foot pivots forward and back due to transformation of the baby turtle. And then the head does a full 360 rotation. There is no waist swivel. The arm can go out that far. There is a wrist, well, I'll say forearm swivel since there's no wrist. But this is what we get with our Ninja Turtles, and it's the standard articulation with our Playmates figures. And here we are for comparisons. I tried to bring out every possible turtle from different companies that make them that I have. These are all the ones I pretty much have today. I do not have any of the originals left besides the ones that you see right here before you. Now, just looking at the size of the mutated turtles or the mutating turtles, I like how they scale. They're bigger. They're more like the turtle aesthetics. When you see a turtle, it has the bigger shell with the limbs on the turtle not being so big. And I like the shell on it compared to the old classics that we got back in like 87 with the Michelangelo, as you see right there. I'm definitely looking forward to them continuing this line, hopefully, and give us all the figures. But just showing off what we're compared with, we have the NECA in the back, Toon Raphael from the Turtles in Disguise pack. We have the Playmates 2-pack from the classic line, and then we have the Loyal Subjects Leonardo on that side, and then we have the remake of the Flippin' Ninja Turtle. I think it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the orange packaging back in the day. I can't remember the exact line, but that is that figure from that where he does the flip up from the ground. So when it comes to comparisons, here we are taking these turtles into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Party Wagon, and as you can see right here, Raphael cannot fit in the driver cockpit to drive the turtle van, unfortunately, but it could definitely hang out in the back like Leonardo is, holding on to the wall of the car and peeking out the vehicle. Unfortunately, Leonardo is unable to sit in this area because his shell is too circular and is too thick. Other than that, these turtles will display great inside of the car if you have a human figure driving the turtles to wherever their destination may be. And lastly, for the final comparison, the only other turtle vehicle I have is the reissued Ninja Turtle Blimp. As you can see, the turtles fit very well on this blimp. There's no issues with that. Leonardo can be held in the claw, as you can see, long as you turn his shell sideways. And Raphael sits comfortably in the cockpit with one hand holding, but if I decided and I wanted to, I could force his second hand to hold. With the turtle shell being thicker and with the legs being more spread apart, it makes Raphael in a more seated position, which looks more natural in my opinion. So normally I like to show the transformation on these turtles, but I've already shown that. So please click the link on one of these shorts that I have showing on the screen right now. It will show you a quick 1-minute transformation of either turtle of your choice. So please click the link if you need help transforming your turtle. And don't forget the most important step. So now that we have the mutating Ninja Turtles transformed into their baby turtle modes, I just want to show this part off because I spoke about it before I told you I was skipping the transformation. So as a kid, I never did this. I always kept this right here to hide that part and then move the legs forward. Boy, was I doing it wrong as a kid. But now as an adult, I read the instructions and I see that this is what you have to do. Man, now the turtles sit flat and flush like they should. And I'm definitely satisfied because as a kid, I could never figure out why my turtles were not sitting flush on the ground. Sorry, I just had to say that. That was a brain fart moment as a kid. I was just excited to open these toys. But anyway, these turtles look good in baby mode and they don't look bad. Like the shoulders don't bother me, that the arms are tucked into the turtle shell. The legs look pretty good, like they're actual turtle legs. The legs that hang out the back, even though they're, just rubbery plastic, they still don't bother me because it represents a turtle in my opinion. So now I want to wrap the review up just to summarize my opinions and thoughts on these two figures. Now, I will be honest, I am disappointed right here. As I stated earlier in the review, the forearms on both turtles are not painted as I feel they should be if these are a straight reissue from the 1992 versions that I've shown you pictures and proof with the original 1992 Donatello earlier in the review. With that being said, that is my only major nitpick about these two figures that have came out as Target exclusives that I recently purchased when they were released on the 25th. The accessories for the figures, I think, make the action figure even more incredible because it comes with a ton. And when I mean a ton, you get more than two, which is their basic weapons. Not only that, you get a canister of ooze, a can of soup, and also a pizza that turns and mutates into a ninja tossing star, which is very good. And like I said, this is an old toy from in the past, but it still holds great nostalgia and value to me, in my opinion. So with all this being said, I do believe this is a pickup for me. So I ended up picking my copy of these two figures at my local Target store. These are Target exclusives as I know of, and these are the first two out of so far that I know will get the other two turtles later on in the year. I don't know the approximate time, but I know they're coming soon. But if you're interested in picking them up, head over to the Target website, which is posted below in my link, if you would like to purchase them online if they're available, or locate them locally in your own store for your region. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback going forth to one day being monetized. Thank you once again for spending your time watching my video. And until next time, yeah, bro, I'll see you soon.